a Simon Dean reference.
Yeah,
That's
time to
messed
pack
up.
it in.
That's messed up.
Or a DDP reference.
So who's number one on their list?
Number one.
Did we do number two?
I can't. We just did Kurt Angle.
I thought
number
it was 3.
one. I really hated this. Batista was number one. But
There's some favoritism with him winning that. Some favoritism for sure. Thanks, Triple H.
If you look at the list, it says that superstars, and I think they help make the top 10.
Okay.
And why my problem is Batista was recently. He only had 2 big crybaby moments. I just number one, Kurt Angle blows him away, dude. At
right.
Crybaby.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go back and watch the history of wrestling, so saying that, we'll start with JP. Who would you take off? Or you have your own top 5 you want to read?
I mean, I kind of agree with the guys that are on there. I'm going to go ahead and give you my top 5. And at number 5, I'm going to go Stephanie because she's golden. When she wants to cry or complain, I'm sorry, it is complete gold. I will buy it and eat it up every time she does it. Number 4, one more match, man. One more match. Christian, you want to talk about a dude who just complains about everything but has rode his buddy's coattails straight to the top.
Hey, what do you mean
He rode Edge's coattails straight to the top. Made sure his underwear was laid out for him to put on and made sure his boots were right. I mean, he did, man. He did a great, excellent job of that.
I am tired of this guy being overshadowed by Edge.
You just opened up a book.
If it wasn't for Christian, there would be no Edge.
Told you I was bringing the fire.
If there was no Christian, there would not be Edge as far as the tag team champion.
Okay.
I'm just saying, when they were tag team champions,
Okay.
Christian had a big part to do with it also.
I will agree with that. Number 3 is Bret Hart. I don't want to hear anything out of you. Go back home. Just go back home with your gray hair. Be happy. Talk about the good old days with your brothers and sisters all running around in the kitchen and staying warm by the fire. Just go home. Stay in Canada, pay your higher taxes, and be happy. Sorry.
Taxes.
I don't want to hear anything you say because you were like, I can't lose in Canada, man. Everybody else loses in Canada, but not me. Yeah, I'm better than them. No, you're not.
Here, I got something to say about what you just said.
What universe? The Peep universe?
All right, there we go.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what universe. It is my universe anyway.
Number 2, Big Show. My
Really?
God.
Yeah. I can see
My
that.
God, if the Big Show is not the biggest Big Show. But then he'll talk about knocking someone out the next week. Like, if I met Big Show, I'd be like, you know what, dude? You're stupid. Like, straight up. I would just have to tell the guy, like, you're dumb. You don't scare. Oh, you're so big. Oh, yeah, hey, I bet I can make you cry. Hey, how's your money problems? Hey, how are your kids? Are they eating well? I mean, come on, man. To build him up to be this monster, then the way they make Stephanie talk to him and he just cries like on cue, like no eye drops or nothing. Just, oh, Big Show tears, here we go. Sorry, can't stand it. My number 1 crybaby. This is going to be good, by the way. All of you Philadelphia ECW fans, Stop it. Stop telling me how WWE copied everything you did. Stop telling me how you saved the WWE at one time because of your storylines. Stop chanting your stupid little words thinking it's going to come back because it's not, okay? Even Paul Heyman, by the way, who founded ECW, hates it when you chant ECW. So why are you still doing it? Let it go, people. You ECW people and you indie people need to let this stuff go. You're not as good as you think you are, newsflash, but guess what? I'm greater than you. So stop crying, stop chanting. When the founder of the company doesn't want you to chant anymore, shut your pie holes. Just go to the house and pack it in. I'm sorry your life is bad. You got to try to ruin things for other people, but let it go. So my biggest crybabies are all the whole ECW fan base, and I hope they're listening, all you people out there listen, because I know some of you listen, and I hope you like this. This has been sponsored by JP's Rants. Yeah. That's it.
All right.
First off, did you just make a Damian Sandow reference.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
What?
Wow, he made a Damian
Yes, I did.
Sandow reference.
Oh, no,
'Cause it fits.
He's coming around. Dude, he's finally a fan of
Hey.
Ms. Dow.
By the way, I don't have to be a fan, but if your stuff fits, I'll use it.
If it fits, they quit.
I actually,
Move on.
Yeah.
Just move on. Just move on. I don't
sure?
even want to go with that.
if it fits, it packs.
There you go. All right. So, saying the top 10, who would you guys take off of their top 10 they had?
I would take off Mark Marrow because apparently he doesn't belong up there.
Well, no, you can't say apparently. You don't know if he belongs up there, then don't say
the
anything.
person. Well, I want to move Christian down. If Mark Marrow is up there, he needs to be up higher. And but the person I want to put in there is Owen Hart.
Yeah,
Oh,
he could be up there.
That's a good one.
I mean, he did complain, right?
If you ask me, he could kind of take the place of Brett. I mean, I could see you like Xing, depending on who you are.
I mean, because he
You
was.
know what? I would have them both up there, to be honest with
Okay.
you.
But I can see Owen being up
Okay.
there.
I would take Cole off and add Owen.
You would?
Yeah.
You know, Cole, see you, bye-bye.
Cole's an
Okay.
announcer and a backstage
Yeah.
guy. I expect him to cry when people do things to him. That's who he was when DX messed with. That's who he is.
Well,
Well, go ahead.
You know, I'm going to give a shout out to my girl, but we could put Vicky Guerrero on
was
that
gonna-
list over Michael Cole.
yeah.
Everybody needs a little cougar in their list.
In their life.
Yeah.
Can that be the?
Yeah.
Can we make that the catchphrase for the?
I mean, you know what?
WWE
You know what?
countdown?
You know what?
Everyone needs a little cougar in their
You know
list.
Yeah, we could do it.
I'm going to give you a new one. What does everybody want? Cougar.
Wow, Al Snow is calling you right now.
Infringement rights.
Did you just use my gimmick?
Yeah, and guess what? Nobody else pays you either. So
another
I'm not.
one that no one really, as far as the diva goes, is Ivory. You know,
Oh
she
my
was
God.
a big time crybaby as a diva.
You know who's working herself into that role?
Brie,
Foxy.
No. Oh, Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox.
No, she's got a way
getting
to
there.
go.
I'm just saying she's working. She's like in the last year she's worked that crybaby role.
Well, they keep switching her. Though.
Right.
They're doing different
That's
things.
what I'm saying. I think if they would let her go with it, she could get there.
Could we say Stevie Richards or?
You can say anything you want.
I mean,
you would be wrong, but go ahead.
I'm just saying Stevie Richards because the whole point of that of the right to censor was just him complaining the whole time.
Well,
So I mean that if we're talking about people who complain the whole time, would
Yeah.
that not be in there?
I don't know if he makes the top 10 though. See, that's the thing. Does
Yeah.
he make the top 10?
Ivory.
If you went top 20, he probably makes it.
Actually,
Right.
Ivory probably complained more than he
Yeah.
did.
Right, that's
So,
what
yeah,
I'm
she's
saying.
the mouthpiece.
And not just when she was right to censor. Before that, when she was actual champion,
Yeah.
Divas champion before she joined that group,
Yeah,
she was a
she
big
never
crybaby.
wanted to do a bras and panties match.
Right, she was a huge crybaby.
Well, she should have because she's like amazing.
All right, another one you can.
Don't give me that face, JP.
I put. Say what you want, CM Punk. CM Punk during his time, crybaby, dude.
Man,
say what
those
you want.
last 3 years, even while he was champion, I mean, half the time when he was champion, he was crying about somebody getting something.
Right, but even
Yeah.
during the straight edge society, I mean, all of that, he cried. One I put John Cena too. One of the biggest crybabies to me, John Cena.
Oh my! Elaborate, please.
Well, just think about his promos every week. I should have that. Really?
Oh, he's German
Every week.
now?
Yes.
Yes, he's
His German
German.
announce table. But, every week he
Oh, I
comes
thought you
out.
said drunk, not German.
He comes out and
Both.
complains about something every week. Another one is the inspiration leader of today, Bo Dallas.
Oh,
Well,
too
he-
soon.
there you-
See,
that's-
too soon, though. It's like
I
five
know.
too soon.
He's
If
too
you're gonna
soon.
say that, I'm gonna say Seth Rollins. So
No, it's,
I'm just saying.
there's so many you could add.
Yeah.
But I would definitely take Michael Cole off.
Yeah.
And,
There's a list of people we could put on there besides him.
yeah,
I mean, whether
Jerry Lawler.
to a point.
Like when he was a wrestler, when he wrestled Bret Hart, when he did that whole feud with Bret Hart,
yeah, but I don't,
he complained a lot.
I don't throw that out there because that's like a specialty feud. He came back for like maybe 3 months. So
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
All right.
I don't really consider that like his career, I guess I could say.
Another one, and I don't know, JP will agree, Ric Flair. I mean,
A lot more behind the scenes, though, because of what the company was doing, though. See, his to me never
I'm
really
just thinking
spilled to the ring.
NWA. I'm thinking NWA.
A little bit.
You know, WCW.
Yeah.
I mean, think about the promos every week he'd come out. You know, just he would complain. I mean, this is what Ric Flair would do. Mm-hmm. You could even put him up there, maybe. You know, Eric. I don't say Eric Bischoff.
Yeah.
Eric Bischoff possibly could be a guy you could add up there.
Oh, yeah.
Complaining every week.
Yeah.
WCW and WWE.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman.
You know, you could almost throw Stone Cold. Mm-hmm. I mean, he walked away from the company because he didn't get his way and didn't like what they were doing.
But I feel like now we're going too far.
Well,
No.
Now we're going to guys that if we did like a top 20 or top 25, we're just saying, you know, I just kind of want to round out who maybe could be in that realm.
What about Nash and Hall? I mean, you could.
God, yes.
I mean, seriously, I would put Nash and Hall up there before Mark Miro.
Yeah.
I mean, just saying, you know, with the going away, Shawn Michaels before WrestleMania 14, you could put him on this list.
Now, my issue with Michaels, though, I think his was a lot of real outside the ring more so than on television. That's the only thing I would throw about that is now we're kind of getting into who really had problems with people, really being a crybaby.
But if you go back to the Attitude Era, him and Bret Hart, people would consider him more of a crybaby than Bret Hart.
But if you look at Shawn, though, he always did what's best for business.
I know
he dropped that title to Austin when he could have told them no. He actually made guys and let guys beat him even though he was Mr. WrestleMania. That's my difference between him and Hart. And you didn't hear him really complain about that a lot. That's why I say a lot of his cry, and again, I'm taking up for the dude, I fully admit, a lot of his crybaby stuff, I think, were the drugs and the alcohol outside the ring, and that's why I say his to me was outside the ring more so than during the show.
But think about the pre-WrestleMania 14. I know drugs and whatever excuse you can make.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying pre-WrestleMania 14, he was a big crybaby.
No, he was.
I mean, when he was with Sensational Sherry, and he was a huge crybaby.
He was, but like I said, the thing about Shawn, though, is that at the end of the day, he would still go deliver and do what was right. Instead of when it was over, he was like done with it. That's the thing.
Another one, I would even put above Mark Miro, Ted DiBiase, $1 Million Man. I mean, think about it. Ultimate crybaby, dude. I mean, seriously, buys anything he wants, complains about everything. I mean, it's just.
I'm trying to.
Maybe even Macho Man.
I want to say Vince, but I don't.
Vince,
No.
I don't.
Vince being a crybaby is all show. It's not real, and he can get whatever he wants. So
But it can be show.
But I don't put Vince in that category of being a crybaby, though.
Another one, that honky tonk man. I mean, he was an ultimate he was a crybaby. Say what you want. I mean, you know, but he was one of the biggest ones as well.
What about Eddie Guerrero?
Yeah, definitely. Eddie.
I mean, at WCW, he left because he was unhappy with Kevin Nash. I mean, he was complaining about it every time he showed up.
Yeah.
And, I'm just saying.
Well, and even WWE towards before he turned face, when he was at heel with Rey Mysterio, I mean, he was a huge crybaby. You know, lie, cheat, and steal. Come on, you got to be a little bit.
What about Mysterio the last couple of years?
You could
like not wanting to come back from injury. It seems like just like holding out for money and.
I could put Del Rio up there for that.
I'm putting Hulk Hogan up. If you guys are doing that, I'm putting Hulk Hogan up when he was in WCW. The whole thing with Vince Russo.
Oh, you talking about when? Well,
I mean, come on.
All right. You could put Vince Russo up there for that.
You could actually.
But you know, that's a little bit far. But yeah, I know what you. I see what you're saying. But yeah, there's many different. I just don't like Batista #1. Kurt Angle to me. Kurt Angle is ultimate.
I would put Kurt Angle, Stephanie, or Big Show as a bigger crybaby than Batista.
Yeah, but
Big
Big Show
is still in there. Is Batista still in your list? If you didn't want him #1,
I would have him like number 10.
So, yeah, if he's in the list, the highest he could ever be is 9.
But I would take Michael Cole off. I would take Brett. Well, no, I keep Brett. I'll take Mark Miro. I'll probably take those two off and add, you know,
I'd add
Big
Owen.
Show and Owen could be up there. But yeah, Batista, man, come on,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
do so much better. Next week's top 5, if it's okay with you guys, there is news on www.com. They actually changed the announcing team.
Oh, suck it.